Introducing the all-new Corolla.
Several bills were passed by lawmakers today, including the controversial minimum wage bill, or Bill 316. After receiving strong opposition from the private sector, from entities like the Guam Chamber of Commerce and the Guam Hotel and Restaurant Association, lawmakers came up with a compromise version that would raise the minimum wage to $8.25 an hour by 2015 instead of $10.10 an hour.
For someone making $7.25 right now, a $1 increase to $8.25 is going to be a 14% increase. But a $1 increase for those of us in here that are making $30 an hour, that's 1/30th, and a dollar increase for us per hour would be 3%. For some people in the next room who are making six figures, a $1 increase for their $50 an hour that they're making is a 2% increase.
Only Senator Mike Limtiaco voted in opposition to raising the minimum wage.
Raising the minimum wage will have a negative effect on employment. It's very simple math. Somebody has to pay for it, and it's going to come in the form of either reduced hours, reduced unemployment, as well as other ramifications, Madam Speaker.
The bill passed 13-1 with one excused absence. Chamber of Commerce President Peter Skro.
Definitely, we're pleased that rather than looking at a 40% increase in the minimum wage, 14%, we have to say that, it's much more acceptable. I will say, though, that we remain very concerned about our small businesses.
Senators also passed Bill 312, which was introduced by Senator Frank Ogun Jr. to provide additional funding to the hospital via the GMHA Healthcare Trust Fund. However, the bill did not pass without some controversy, as senators were wary of giving the hospital more money. Vice Speaker B.J. Cruz shared pictures of a jerry-rigged window air conditioning unit that he saw while touring the hospital's newly renovated emergency room a couple of weeks ago. The Vice Speaker says he was told that the new air conditioning system wasn't strong enough to cool off the entire area, so they placed this window unit on the floor to compensate.
But the brand new emergency room, which is less than 4 months, had that contraption in the middle of the room. I don't even know what it is, which I'm convinced it has to be some kind of OSHA violation. The filth on the floor had to be some kind of health issue, and they were very nonchalant about it. There was, and I just can no longer continue to give them the authority to have any money until the board deals with their manager, or the governor deals with the board, which deals with its management.
However, the author of the bill, Senator Frank Ogun Jr., argued that the bottom line is the hospital needs additional funding for medical equipment.
Right now, we have heard pleas from hospital administrators that, in fact, they need additional resources. We're talking about making sure that as we try to address the financial management of GMH, as we try to address how that facility operates beyond this year, as we try to address other components of how that hospital is operating, we have no choice but to give them the resources now if we want.